Hey, good afternoon. We are talking about solving two-step equations, which is very similar to solving one-step equations. There's just an extra step. Imagine that. Here's some words you need to know. Go ahead and pause your video and write down the words in your work journals. Okay, the steps are very similar. There are a handful of differences. So go ahead and write these in your journal. Yes, I know you've written them before, but we're trying to make it stick. So write these in your journal and see if you can figure out what the difference is. Okay, circle the difference in your notes. So I'm going to walk you through a few examples. Make sure you write these in your journal, please. 5 times an unknown number plus 10 equals 80. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the line down the equals. So we have a very clear left and right. Then we're going to figure out what we have to get rid of to get the x by itself. We need to get rid of the 5, and we need to get rid of the positive 10 here. Now, we are going to get rid of the constant first. The constant is the one that is not multiplied by the variable. So 10 is our constant. The way we get rid of it is that we will subtract 10. We've unbalanced our equation, then we have to do the same thing to the other side. 10 minus 10 is 0, so we are just going to put the 5x down here. We're going to bring our equal sign down and subtract 10 from 80. So we have 5x equals 70, which is now a one-step multiplication equation. 5 times x equals 70. We have to get rid of the 5 to get x by itself. Since we're multiplying these two, we're going to divide by 5. Again, we have unbalanced our equation, so we have to do the same thing to the other side. The 5s, they cancel out. So your x is all that's left on the left side of the equation. And it becomes x equals 14 when you divide 70 by 5. This one's a little different. It has a negative coefficient. The coefficient is the number that is multiplied by the variable. Thank you, sir. That is multiplied by the variable. And so we're going to look at how to do that. It's not any different. You just got to make sure you remember that negative sign. So we're first going to start with the constant, which is the one that's not being multiplied by the variable. We're being added or subtracted. It's the constant. First thing, draw your line so you have a left and right side. Since we have a negative 4 or a minus 4, to get rid of it, we must add 4. We've unbalanced our equation. We do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Negative 4 positive 4 is 0, so we bring down our negative 3x. Negative 82 and positive 4. Different signs, we're going to subtract the numbers. We get 78, and it's negative because 82 is negative, and it's larger. So now we have negative 3x equals negative 78. We still want to get x alone. We now have to get the 3 out of there. So we're going to use the inverse operation, which is division. So we're going to divide by negative 3. Unbalanced equation, let's balance it out by doing the same thing to the other side. Our 3's cancel, x is left on the left side. We have x equals 26. Okay, my slide is messing up. This should say 2/3 times x plus 2 equals 8. So let's pretend there's a 2/3 right here, and we have subtracted the 2 from both sides, and we are left with 2/3 x equals 6. Now remember, this is a fraction. This is 2/3 times x, so we're going to have to divide, but since it's a fraction, we're going to use the reciprocal. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal. We have to do it to both sides, so we multiply both sides by 3/2. 2's cancel, the 3's cancel. We are left with x equals 18 divided by 2, which equals 9. I apologize for the mess up on the last slide. Now we have x divided by 5, 8 plus 2 equals 8. Again, we're getting rid of our constant first. So we forgot our line of time, so we're going to put it in now. We're going to balance our equation by subtracting 2 from the other side. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down your x over 5. equals 6. Now we have x divided by 5. Since we're dividing, we got to get rid of this 5. The opposite is to multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 5. The 5's cancel, and we're left with x equals 30. Hope this has been helpful. We'll have some practice problems next for you. Please make sure you show your steps. It's not worth your time if you don't. That does not mean don't do it. Make sure you show your steps.